It's a cool night out tonight, man. Yeah, man. Just getting off work. It's late. I haven't spoken to you guys in a while, man. But I don't want to take too much of your time. Just a few things on my mind that I want to speak about. I keep my topics about mainly, I try to have a variety of topics, man. The Olympic thing is, I like the Olympics, man. I don't like the fact that they had the trans boxer, who was born a male, boxing a female and beating up like that. There's a lot of hypocrisy with that stuff, man. And I'm not here to disrespect anybody, because what you are is, what you want to be is what you want to be. So we ain't out here to disrespect folks, man. But I feel like if you have Special Olympics where handicapped people are playing against handicapped folks, and women play against women, men play against men, because people want to call themselves a woman and have transactions and transition themselves and and change, try to change their parts. They're still born a certain way. They're not going to be able to have kids, so it's like really not natural what they're doing to change yourself from a man to a woman. Your insides are still your insides. That's I don't know, but you still have man strength. So to make it fair, I feel like a trans gender should box transgender or compete against transgenders, and build the audience up for that. Why try to force them to compete against something they're not? You're not naturally a woman. So for you to box a woman, if you go in there and hurt that young lady, how's that fair? And on the flip side, if the transgender person, tries to transition into a man and goes in the ring and gets severely beaten because you don't have man strength, you can't take those type of hits, and your hits aren't having the same effect that his are on you. That's dangerous. It's very dangerous. So the way I feel like it should be done, instead of trying to make them feel like they're equal as a woman, you are who you are. You call yourself a woman and portray yourself that's a prerogative and that's a choice of people. But to force competition upon people like that, and to force the person who is the natural woman to compete against somebody like that's not right. And then if you see the outrage, and it's not like it's a vast majority of people that are cheering for this. Majority of people don't like this stuff. And it's not hate, because it's not about that. It's just about being fair. And I'll give you another unfair example. If a man, regular man, heterosexual, goes outside and is butt naked, walking up and down the street with a beer in his hand, he's going to jail. If a young lady goes outside and starts walking up and down the street ass naked, they're gonna think something's wrong with her. And they're gonna think something wrong with me, and I'm gonna be evaluated or going to jail. I'm gonna get picked up on the street. I remember walking with my daughter to go see my wife, and he was going to get my wife from work. And we were walking, and I had to shield my daughter during this parade because people outside ass naked, titties all out. And it was the pride parade thing. And I had to shield her eyes because, like, I don't want her to see stuff like that. I think that's okay. And it's not about them expressing themselves, but it was just about the way it was being expressed. And I'm like, damn, I don't want her to think that it's okay to just walk around flashing herself, or, she's still a child at the end of the day. And those, what I'm saying? And they didn't care. They were just walking. They had their drinks in their hand, and they, but if we used to do that regular person, you going to jail. I don't get it, man. I just, I had to shield her, cover her eyes, because I didn't want to see that, man. And we hurried up, and I hurried up, and got my way. We got up out of there. And I said it's not about hate, because that's what people will always classify something. You don't agree or hate it. It's hate. It's not hate. It's, respect people's boundaries. Respect, I respect their boundaries. I don't look at anybody no different. You're still a human being. You choose to live your life a certain way, even if I don't agree with it, you're still human. I can't judge you and say, like, you're not here to do that. Like, you're still a human being. You still deserve a level of respect as a human being. But, the respect has to go both ways. I felt bad for that girl that was competing, man. And hopefully, some of these rules will change, man. And Team USA, on a different note, Team USA, I think they play tomorrow. They play South Sudan. They need to beat the hell out of them, man. They should beat them dudes by at least 40 points, man. Remember, in my other video, I said they're making LeBron a hero. They're going to make him a hero. They're going to make him the hero. They're setting that team up to make him the hero. He's getting the most minutes. They had this stupid Dan Levitar dude say, he's like Muhammad Ali. You're out of your goddamn mind, man. Why would you say that, man? Like, why do some people feel the need, and it's insulting to insult, and compare, you can't even compare that, because Muhammad Ali sacrificed his career and his life, put his life on the line, face prison and stripped of his belts and not allowed to fight for like 3 years. And he stood for something. LeBron never took no sacrifice like that. How can you dare compare? That's disrespectful, man. All because people don't agree that he's the GOAT. You call somebody a GOAT. It's about being the greatest player of all time in the sport that you're in, right? Your overall impact of the game, to me, right, has to exceed levels that can be generational. So you have to be, your levels have to be, you have to be on a level that any generation you would dominate that game. Saying, like, so when I look at my Mount Rushmore, I got guys like Magic, I got Jordan, Bird. If you put those 3 guys in any era, they're gonna dominate, man. They're gonna win multiple championships and they're gonna dominate, man. Kobe, you know, it's hard. Now, number 4 is like, you got guys like, I got Kobe. You can look at, a lot of people will probably not agree with me, but Isaiah Thomas, he beat everybody. He was playing, like, not him by himself, but, his team under his leadership. They beat all the dudes. They beat Bird, they beat Magic, they beat Jordan. They were sending dudes home, Drexler. So, it's saying, so you gotta look at that. When you think of, I look at Kobe, talent-wise, to me, he's better than Isaiah. His impact on the game and everything like that is up there with all of those guys. Magic, Bird. Bird is underrated. Kobe's definitely more athletic than Bird. And Kobe's just as prolific scorer, better scorer than Bird, but Bird was better all-around player to me. Bird can pass just like anybody. He can hit you with all kind of different passes. He can score from anywhere. He can go on the post. He played defense. He rebounded. And he ran the floor. But he's a forgotten soul when it comes to basketball. You also got to look at guys like Jerry West. I wouldn't put him 4 if he would have had a couple more championships than him. But, these are guys, man, put Jerry West in any generation, he's going to shine. I seen another thing, they were talking about, somebody was saying that, talking about athleticism and how, like Wilt and those guys, they weren't playing athletes. These guys were athletic. And people forget they took dunking out the game for a long time. So you couldn't dunk for almost, a decade. So of course the game was a little bit more basic. But all these guys that play today get their moves from guys from the 80s and 90s. The dunks were better in the 80s and the 90s, early 2000s. But the recency bias is just crazy. But what the crazy thing is like, they keep trying to push this GOAT shit. Let it go, man. Jordan accomplished more in less time. Jordan was the better athlete. Jordan was the better scorer. LeBron's the all-time years because Jordan only played really 12, 13 years, right? And he was third in scoring when he retired all time. He's everything that LeBron has done, Jordan has done it better. If you put Jordan in this generation, he would dominate. If you put him in Kobe's generation, he's going to dominate. His generation, once he took the mantle from Magic, it was not even fair. How are you comparing this shit? But they're going to continue. The NBA, right, is, LeBron is the chosen one. So, like Kwame Brown said, stars are not born, they're made. And he's made. But he stood the test of time. He was still a great player. He lived up to the hype. But, and he's pushing this, and because he's still the face of the league, because he's, still plays at a high level. They're going to keep continuing to push this narrative, man. And But for this guy to come out and say because he carried a torch, that he's like, "Ali, get the fuck out of here, man." That was just stupid shit to say, man. Like, and it's insult to the Ali family. Right? Very insulting, man. Very insulting to that family, man. Man will never be better than Michael Jordan. He's not better than Kobe. He's not better than Magic. He's not better than Bird. You know, I don't even have him better than Duncan. I don't have him better than Elijah, man. Kareem, it's more different. The reason I'm not sold on Kareem is because yeah, he won in high school, college, and pros, but when it came down to the pros, he had some real downtime until he got Magic. Like, and the only one with Oscar Robertson and Magic. Like, we never seen him carry a team to the finals. So that's what stops me from putting Kareem. I need to see you carry a team under your leadership, get that team to the promised land, and you close the deal. You throw you up there, man. So I didn't see Kareem really do that at the pros. Yeah, he was the leader on the Bucks, but you had Oscar Robertson out there, man. You need to see you do that. Whereas, you know what I'm saying, you just carry the team, like, maybe I'll give you that moment, Oscar, because, you know, he was the leader of the team. But aside that, that's really it. You know, so, moving on from the NBA, I just know that the United States better win that game. And they should win by a lot of points. But then the women team, USA women, a lot of people didn't attend the game. Because, you know, they're going to beat the hell out of whoever they play, man. It's not really competitive. If the game gets competitive and they have like a close game, then you can probably see people pack that stadium. But the star power still ain't there yet, especially without no Caitlin Clark. Had they would have put on the team, the tennis would have rose. You know, her and if they would have put on Reese, either her or Angel Reese on the team, they would have rose. And you could have put both of them on the team because our talent with the women is levels ahead of everybody else. They could have put them on the team, both of them. Because you want to get a double-double with Angel Reese, and then you would have had Caitlin Clark out there cooking with assists and everything like that. You know, I would have had them out there. But, you know, they did what they did. You know, hey, as long as they come back with that goal. Swimming, we looking good with swimming. With the women, they look good. I was watching that girl, I forgot her name. She wasn't even in the screen, man, when they were swimming. Like, that shit was wild. Like, she wasn't even in the screen, man. Like, she was gone. Like, by the time she was over here, everybody's in the middle coming back, and then she's over here, everybody's in the middle. Like, that shit was wild, man. She was damn near a lap ahead of everybody. Fuck you that fast, man. I think her name is Katie Ledecky or something like that. Or she's nice, man. But anyway, man, like I said, boxing this weekend's gonna be great. I think I spoke about football the other day. Russell Wilson, calf, is hurt, so you know, let's see how this plays out. I'm just waiting for football season to get started so we can see who's who. There's going to be some surprise teams, but you know, like I said, I'm looking at two teams. I'm looking at the NFC is the Eagles and the 49ers. Packers, let's see how. I'm not sold on Jordan Love just yet, but let's see what happens. The Vikings, a lot of these teams are, it's going to be some rebuilding. A lot of rebuilding in the NFC, and the AFC is where the competition is. Like I said, there's a lot of competition in the AFC. Our Broncos ain't do shit. We need a quarterback. This kid we drafted, I think we drafted Bo Nix or some shit. Let's see what happens with him. You never know until that's why they play the game. Anyways, man. Just, earlier, I was listening to stuff about indigenous people, and I was listening to, Dr. Umar and some lady arguing about like indigenous and stuff like that, and it's just, his argument is we all came from Africa, but that's very hard to prove. We could have all came from originated from one continent. There's a lot of different theories out there, but some of the stuff that, like he was saying to the girl, was all, you wouldn't even know who your ancestors are. You ain't gonna know either. You can't trace nothing back to Africa. Trace your shit back to Africa and see where it gonna get you, They might tell you a country, and that's all it's gonna tell you. It ain't gonna tell you nothing else. Who the fucking tribe is. Like, you're gonna have to do some digging for that. If you even came from there, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be like that's lost. All that shit is kind of lost history. But we do know that a lot of our people was here already when they got here, man. These is documented facts. There were people that look like we here already. It's in all their notes. It's in their writings. And then on top of that, now I'm pretty sure that, like I said before, I'm pretty sure some Africans that helped them get here. And I think that we have some connections with Africa. And I think because of those connections, they, you know how people view, people have ignorant views. And, maybe in their ignorant views, they viewed a lot of us as the same. There's different cultures, even to this day, our cultures are different. World emulate our culture here in America, our urban culture. It's emulated all over the world, our lingo, our slang, everything. But it's a different culture than Africa. But some of us look alike. Some of them are darker than us. Brown people come in different shades, man. Not black. Black don't come in different shades. Brown people. Some of the stuff he was saying, you can't sit there and tell somebody that they're not indigenous. You can't prove none of that shit. Like, where you from? A lot of that shit is based on theory and lies. Because remember, they said it was 65 million. This is so many lies, man. It was 65 million, and now it's only a couple 100,000. And mainly, a lot of reports are saying there was only 4% of the slaves came. And if there's millions of us today, that means that if only 4% of the slaves came there out of, the millions that came, I think they said either 90,000 to 300 to 400,000. That's not a lot of people to populate, millions of people to today. And a lot of us were scattered all over this country, this whole continent. First of all, the Europeans are the ones that separated everything, named everything, and shit like that. Like I was explaining in one of my last videos about that term black. People, hate the word nigga so much. nigga. They don't call me a nigga. But you don't want them to sit with me. They call me black. That's Negro, nigga. It was a slang word and a way to you know what I'm saying, to dehumanize it, demoralize you. So, you know, they look, nigga, nigga, you know, those was like Latin words, negro. So, like, you know, like, very dark or black. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they were calling us these derogatory terms. So when we calling ourselves black, that's a derogatory term. That, remember when I said transformed, you know, people take these terminology, we've taken a lot of these words and have turned them, you know, into, you know, popular names and words. But anyways, you know, back to him, you know, I was reading, you know, he's a born Muslim, and he's not a practicing Muslim no more. Definitely can't practice Islam, but you're racist, and you say, like, I don't think you don't get to be against interracial marriage. People should marry who they want to marry. Because as Muslims, the Quran came for the entire world. It didn't come for one specific group of people. It came for the whole humanity. We're supposed to be able to pick up the Quran, read it, and apply it to our lives. And racist, you know, even for Muslims to be racist, you're out of pocket. And a lot of it deals with culture, and a lot of it deals with control. And, you know, you shouldn't be racist in Islam. But he's not a practicing Muslim, though. You know, I don't know, like, he's against interracial marriage. And you should be able to marry who you want to marry. Y'all shouldn't have a color. Like, if a sister wants to marry a white man, that's her business, man. If a brother wants to marry a white girl, that's his business. That doesn't make him less of a brother than the next man. So what makes you less of anything is your character. How you carry yourself, what you know what I'm saying, like what you talking about, what you portraying. Not just because who you marry. That's nasty work, man. I'm saying, like, he's so distorted as a people. They you know, when they call us ignorant, right? And they say we're illiterate, we can't. How am I supposed to read? If you bring me to Africa right now, they're gonna look at me like I'm stupid because it's a language barrier. And it's a cultural barrier. So I'm in a new land. I'm talking to people I don't understand. If I go to France right now, or Germany, I don't speak none of their languages. I'm gonna look crazy out there. So if I have to be taught these things, so if you're not teaching me these things, how am I gonna learn if I'm in your system? This is what's happening to us right now. But the flip side of it is, we allow people to put us in a position where we essentially behind, where they make all the rules. I mean, they make all the rules. It's just like this presidency shit. You want to vote for, damned if you do, damned if you don't, man. I had a lot more to say about this shit earlier. I just didn't have time to make the video. But damned if you do, damned if you don't, man. Because when you look at Democrats, they just recently started to pass laws and things like that. And none of those laws really help us. It's just, they pacify us. But what they did is they gave us something to pacify so pause was something to pacify just to keep you quiet for a little bit. Republicans, they're gonna cater to their people. They're gonna push. They're pushing the trickle down economics, which if the economy is headed in the right direction, it can work. They can no sense of like they play kick the can bucket when it comes to the economy and the presidency, right? And they've been working with Trump because he inherited an economy that was unorganized. We don't know where this economy is right now because the numbers we don't know what saying the numbers is funny. They say all these jobs, but what are they really counting when they count these jobs? I'm saying are you counting temp jobs? Or are you counting when they say people are unemployed? Are you still counting people that stop looking for work? Are you counting people, you know what I'm saying, that are really unemployed? Or you know what I'm saying, like counting people that are working, like I said, are you counting those temporary jobs? Are you counting like these documented people? Like what are you counting to get to these numbers? But Republicans, they're gonna fill up their people's pockets. They're gonna, all these people got people in their pockets. All these politicians and shit, they get money. They're working for these corporations and these bankers. They get money, man. They get money. And they're gonna cater to whoever's put money in their pocket first. That's their main objectives. And when you look at Republicans, they're a hardline group, conservative. So you already know that Trump is not gonna back the average citizen. But police really supposed to work for us. And you look at Sonya Massey, she calls police and then ends up dead. And this is what makes people vote for Democrat because look at shit like that, people are scared. They don't want to fuck with the police. That's why people don't fuck with police. And then why we don't trust police. And then this will make you vote for Democrats because at least you'll see the Democrats out there voicing their like for what just happened. And they're out there, voicing it and then, putting up legislations and as I said, nowadays it's starting to get it together, put up the legislations and things like that. The Republicans are not going to get that. They're going to stand with the police. They're not going to care. Like when you had Giuliani in office, he didn't give a fuck about Diallo or policing. It's a tough job. It's like they don't have no humanity. So it's like, but then on the flip side, you're dealing with stuff like kids have no choice in school, teaching the kids any type of shit. In school, you can't go in there and tell the teacher, I don't like what you teach my kid. You're gonna get a hate crime or something like that. Or, you got all these documents, people come in here committing crimes gotten out of control. So it's like, people don't feel safe. So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. If you put the Republican in, they're going to be hard lines. I'm saying they had to stop and frisk. They may go back to stuff like that. They may try to repeal some of the things that protections and things like that we do have. Like I remember when Pataki was in office, the phone was $7, $8. So, people couldn't speak to their loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Put your loved ones on the streets in the blind because, can I answer the phone or can I send them a package? Now, first of all, none of us should be in jail, but the fact that there's a system, and if there's no crime, there's no prisons. If there's no crime, there's no police like that. So it's a system. So, these are the checks and balances, right? So people go to jail, they can't communicate with their people, loved ones and things like that, kids. So it's like, phone is $3. Our average phone call is almost $10, man. With the tackling office. Suspicion came in, dropped that to about $2-3. So it's like you can get some perks with the damage, but then you get all of the extra shit, like I said, like the violence, the crisis, the crime, and you get the other stuff that, a lot of stuff people just don't agree with. Like the Republicans, you gotta get hard line. Stand with the police. So, rest in peace, Sonya Massey. She called the police. Cops get there. And she ends up dead. I watched the video. People think it wasn't really what he did was fucked up, man. It was after what he did was even more fucked up because he didn't even try to help her. First of all, why does it have to, I said this years ago, why does it have to be lethal force? You are out here to protect people. Because she had a boiling water, she's about 20-some feet away from you, man. If she threw that water, it wouldn't have reached you. You weren't in no danger. It was an use of power. I don't know how they ended up in the house, but that whole situation, it wasn't right. And it was what he did after. And for them to try to cover it up and lie, it's like this whole, with the police shit, I understand, we hold each other down, but right is right. You have a responsibility to duty to uphold the law. And they're not doing that when they do shit like this. And now you're voting for Trump. He's not gonna care about that person's family. I don't even think he came out with like a statement on the shit. Like, I don't know what his statement was, but like that wasn't right, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he wants to get the people to really vote for him, you have to let people know that you stand with them when it comes to shit like this. There's nothing, there's nothing wrong with him saying that. You stand with police, but at the same time, something has to change with this brotherhood shit and covering up shit, and corruption and all that with the police force, because now you're taking the integrity away from it. So, I told you, I say, when they passed that crime bill in New York, the bail reform thing, what they should have done was, that shit should have been for misdemeanors and like low-level crimes, like lower felonies, shit like that, at a judge's discretion. Because you shouldn't be out here committing crime. You can't afford to go to jail. That's one thing. But what's happening is you got a lot of repeated felonies. And I kept saying, you're gonna have dudes. These get out jail free cards. And all they're gonna do with a lot of these dudes with 5 or 6 charges is run them charges, confirm, give you the highest charge, sentence you under that. So you have like a gang assault, assault, weapon charge, attempt robbery or robbery. They're going to give you maybe 2 charges to cop out, and they're going to give you, you're going to get those shits run concurrent, because they're not going to take you to court for each case. That's money, that's too much money. The DA, they're going to run all the charges on, and they're going to give this cop out, take the 7, and minimum is 5, and you go. So like, that's what I do. And trust me, I was in the system, I know. Like the solitary confinement. These are things that gangs do that irritate people, that, it make people not want to vote for their opponent, because like, what are you doing? Like I said, with the bail reform thing, what are you doing? That should have been for misdemeanors, non-violent felons, like, drug possession or something like that, like, petty larceny, something that's not putting nobody in danger. Hopping a train, disorderly conducts, shit like that, drinking, those are things that you just understand somebody, let you out on whatever. Yeah, I already had that in place. It was just that, people, were sitting in jail with dollar bills. That's his problem. I think a dollar bill is stupid, but if you can't afford to get a dollar and get out of there, I don't know what to tell you, man. Don't commit crimes. But yeah, the solitary confinement. What are you doing? So you don't want to put them in SHU, special housing units. You know what I'm saying? If you put them in SHU, they're still going to be in the G block. How do I know? I was there. I've been in the box a couple times. 23-hour key block. They put you in the box, they put you in special housing. Solitary confinement. Come out and take a shower, then you get an hour rent, and you're going back in that cell. Maximum security. You're in a cell block. You know what I'm saying? Like, some jails, they don't, instead of sending to the house, they put you on a key block. And that's really the only form of punishment. So if you take that away, what's the solution? This is where the things fuck up at. What's the solutions? That's just one aspect. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Right? Then you got the minors taking the charge. They're coming over here in droves. They took over the hotels, giving them all this money. Giving them housing, giving them all this free healthcare, and then you got people like us that can't get shit. This is what turns things away. You look at Republicans, you look at a lot of people that, they're hard line, hard nose. But I have some, they don't, the way they're portrayed is they don't care about, they don't care about people's, people like me. That's the way they're portrayed, to be honest. But at the same time, I feel like, they're not, like, their issues are more, they're going to put money in their pockets, and we got to solve our own problems, and they're going to back their police. They're not going to care if you got shot or whatever. They're not going to understand with the people like that. They're not going to give all these handouts, which I agree. They're just a little more harsher side, you know what I'm saying? So one side is like the overly nice side, and one side is the overly harsh side. And it's like pick your poison, but neither side is really beneficial enough for us. And it's like they control the system, they control everything. So we living under their rules, under every, you know what I'm saying? They constructed all this shit. And so, I can't tell people how to vote. I don't know how to vote. I think all this shit is bullshit. But, there's a lot more to it than just that. I just feel like the Republicans, they're more of a hardline vote. You're not going to get the sympathy. You're not going to get the handouts. You're not going to get the care and concern for the people. That programs on. They want to cut all that shit. So they when I'm with them, a lot of different, ideas, like the funding Ukraine, funding these countries. I'm with them with that. But it's like, all right. Like, when it came down to, taking care of their people with the stimulus checks, they didn't want to vote for that shit. They really didn't. So they was okay with people not working and not having no money. So Trump, even though Trump signed that shit in, that was more pushed by Democrats. You see the tricks though, you know what I'm saying? Like, it always comes with these perks. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of propaganda out there. Pay attention to the paid actors, the nepotism, and the implants, man. They're all on television, YouTube, etc., etc. And I spoke to you guys before, and I told you about even the sex trafficking shit. One of the things I think is that they groom these girls, and human trafficking and stuff like that. I think that they groom these girls, man, for certain individuals. They groom these girls, I think, to date a certain type. You look at athletes, like basketball players, the majority of their women are, they look fast, they look like models and shit like that. And look how they dress, look how they put their hair. And the majority of them, all like an urban life, right? Because basketball is what? It's an urban game. When you look at football, the ones that maneuver through the clubs and all that, they're gonna bag a certain type. And majority of football players do live regular lives. And they'll have regular women. Baseball, you don't really see them out and about too much. They're more on the road and they get the time off with the family, things like that. So you don't really see them too much with them playing type joints like that. They're more regular. But, because basketball is it's more brothers in basketball, there's more money into it. For the camp. And that money gets, a lot of dudes end up broke, because of their lifestyles. So you look at the actors date other actors and actresses. It's like, it's just all, to me, it's all paid actors, it's all like, it's all bullshit, it's all fake, it's all scripted. And you just gotta be careful what you're listening to, man. Be careful what you vote for, be careful what you wish for, man. And there's one last thing I want to talk about with the analytic thing. I was thinking about of sports, and I was like, how analytics ruins sports, man. Because analytics is based off of pretty much numbers and projections, right? So it's like 3 is more than 2. If I can hit 40% from 3, and I take 33s a game, I'm going to score more than 2 points if I take 30 shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I hit, 30 shots out of 100. So it's an analytic game, right? So like when you look at basketball, jacking up 33s. I didn't mean to say 30 out of 100. I meant like jacking 33s and you make 13 of them. Jacking 30 shots and regular 2s, it's going to be more points. So, this is kind of like how analytics look at shit. Like, better off just shooting 3, getting faster, but they're not factoring in those long rebounds that return into the outlet for the other layup on the other team. That guys used to run. I thought we was getting away from that when I was watching the playoffs a little bit, but then, the mid-range game, needs to come back, and then post game needs to come back. I always thought basketball worked for a higher percentage shot, which is trying to get a guy layup, cut to the basket, or work for an open jump shot, or maybe like a 15, 16-footer. The closer you get to the rim, the higher percentage of shot will be. Analytics will tell you you're better off taking a 3. And analytics will tell us at our job by looking at square feet, how fast you can clean a room. So you're not factoring in, you're not even doing the work, number one. I can see if you did the work and then you say, all right, based off the time, the square space that I see here, and the square space of work that I've done in this square space, I finished this amount of time. You should be able to do the same thing, and come to a determination like that because you've actually done the work. Most of these analytics probably never even laced them up. So how would you know? I take all these 3s. If I take, say, about 2s, you ain't played the damn game, right? You know what I'm saying? What happens if you take 33s and then you make 5 of them? You know what I'm saying? Like, but they take 32s and make 20 of them because they're taking 9% shots. You're going to be behind in the game. But, it's like baseball. Pitchers, his arm will get tired after he throws 90 pitches. Taking a pitch out of the game in the 5th inning. Like, when I was a kid, we watched baseball, we played baseball. Guys would pitch 9 innings, 8, 9 innings till they got in trouble. They would pitch at least 7 or 8 innings, man. Like the least amount was, you come in and give me 7. Anything under that was failing. You didn't have a good game, Some guys later through a game just to get to the 6th, 7th inning, or at least get to the 6th, and then you had your middle relievers that would come in, but they would barely use. It was really just the pitcher and the closer. If you watch some classic games, you used to watch the pitcher and the closer. You had your relievers who come in if the pitcher was fucking up. could have a pitcher throwing a shutout, they taking them out of the game in the fifth inning. Then the relief gets smacked around. They head bashing, and they're like, I don't understand that, man. Because pitch count is at 8. But fam, loses the pitch 100 and something pitches a game, man. 120, 130 pitches a game, man. Rarely ever see that anymore. And don't give me no bullshit about, careers, making the careers last long. Because you have pitchers like Nolan Ryan, Roger Clemens, these guys do hard pitching into their 40s, man. Look at Max Scherzer right now, he's still pitching. Verlander's still pitching. Had guys like Tom Seaver, Phil Niekro, Kurt Schilling, Randy Johnson. These guys pitched a long time, man. But they're not letting these guys play, man. Analytics. But then you know what else fucked up baseball too? Was that shift, man. You know baseball's bad when the leadoff is batting 236. I looked at the Yankees leadoff guy. The man's batting 236. The cleanup guy, they don't even have a cleanup man. The cleanup guy is your power guy. Aaron Judge is supposed to be like the cleanup guy. Got him batting third. The cleanup guy got like 10 home runs and like 40, 50 RBIs. Only half of the season. Cleanup guys should have damn near 100. It's like baseball is not as traditional as it used to be, man. Analytics, man. Football, 4th downs. Go for it, go for it, go for it. So yeah, the more you go for it, you're gonna make it a lot of times because the game is based on offense now. Defense, starting to come back. But, percentages of, some of it works analytics to a certain extent. It's all situational. But it's, based on the game, I understand that analytics, when it comes to a lot of sports, it takes away from the game. It takes tradition out of the game. But anyway, I've been talking for about an hour. Head on in, man, give me some rest. I know it's a lot of stuff I really wanted to say that I forgot, but it is what it is, man. Till the next time, man, I'll holler at y'all, man. Face Publishing. Have a good night, God bless. Have a good night, get the